I'm so hot. This is torture. Is she making it hotter in here, or is this just...
It goes up gradually, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can't do it. It's burning. Everything's burning.
Yeah.
It's Kaitlyn Bristowe's unforgettable season.
Let's get this started.
From the controversial first night to the shocking final rose.
This is the biggest night of my life.
The winners of Dancing with the Stars are Kaitlyn and Autumn!
Let's party.
Hey everybody, welcome to Off the Vine. I'm your host, Kaitlyn Bristowe.
Matthew Stephen, right? That's your new...
Yeah, full government name.
Kaitlyn Bristowe, welcome to Beat the Heat.
Do you see I've learned this about myself, that when I'm uncomfortable, I physically back up.
That's some good, it's body language. It makes sense. Emotional intelligence.
I guess
Have you
so.
seen the line test they do online? Like they take couples, and if the lines converge, like through their midsection, it's like, it's going to last.
Oh, I want to do that with my dogs.
Well, yeah, I don't think this is the right setting.
Not right now.
Your dogs would definitely lean in.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you feeling though? So we always start with your sauna background. Well, I guess first off, let me go through how this is going to work.
Okay.
You're nervous.
I'm really nervous because I don't like failing.
Yeah, that's a good trait though.
I guess so. I'm very competitive. How long did Hannah last?
She made it. She was tough. She battled at the end though.
She's such a battler.
Okay, so it's 30 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So every 5 minutes, it's going to go up 10 degrees till we max out at 230.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. And the other part of this is there's 5 trivia questions throughout that kind of pertain to you.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, I put water on the rocks. Okay.
This is torture.
Yeah. It's kind of a mild form of torture.
It really is.
Yeah.
You
So
sicko.
the other good thing is I really haven't seen much, of reality TV that you've been on. So it's like a clean slate.
Okay.
I have no preconceived notion or
Great. That's
judgment.
great news. That's
Yeah.
great news.
I feel like the shows you've been on, obviously being the Bachelorette, I feel like it's unique because it's one of the few shows that's like the most vulnerable thing.
More vulnerable than this? I'm no makeup in a bathing suit, nervous as
But
hell.
you have a spray tan.
I do have a spray
Yeah,
tan.
so that's
The spray
kinda
tan
makeup.
is tanning. Okay, sorry. Go
But
on.
is it weird because 99.9% of people are never seen in that setting, but then it's also a setting that's not really relatable because there's multiple people at the same time. So people compare their own thing to it, but it's nothing like anything else.
It's not relatable at all. I don't know. I know even for myself when I'm sitting watching, even the Golden Bachelorette I'm watching right now, and I'm yelling at the TV already. I'm crying at things, and I'm like, I know how this show works. I know how the behind the scenes is, and it's not relatable yet. Somehow we all like to find ourselves in reality TV.
Yeah. It's well, how do you feel about the Golden Bachelor so far?
She's amazing. Joan is. She's like a 67-year-old goddess. I don't know how old she is.
What keeps you watching it? Like, I would actually think that people like
Pureness.
Pureness.
Yeah, it's not catty. It's not super. It's more pure than all the other seasons of
But
the
even
show.
the other seasons, I'm shocked knowing people who have been on the show,
Yeah.
quite a few. It seems like everyone's into watching it after they're on it. A lot of people.
It took me a couple of years.
Got it.
I was traumatized. I still have a hard time watching Dancing with the Stars because it gives me the most overwhelming feeling of nostalgia and joy.
Joy.
Yes.
Okay. Because it's funny because Hannah said that was actually really tough.
It
But
was.
different.
But she went on, I don't know how she did it. This is why people give her the nickname Hannah Beast. She is a beast. She went from a very challenging season. She didn't get a happy ending. And then she went right into filming Dancing with the Stars when she was emotionally a puddle on the floor. And it feels it was let's kick her while she's down and put her on another show. That's really mentally,
Tough.
physically draining. I had some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your least favorite? The coolest thing about you've done a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Experienced it all, living life.
I was thinking about, okay, sorry, go on. I'm
it's cool because I think people who do some of the things you do, especially Bachelorette, sometimes that can be the pinnacle, and then either they have a bad time or it really shapes the rest of their life. But I feel like you've leveraged it in almost advantageous way where you're able to do everything you kind of want to do.
I don't know how, I think I just had a really good team around me, and I think it was really important to me to stay true to myself and not get lost in the noise of it all. I remember coming out of like one of my last episodes and like going on Jimmy Kimmel and like all the biggest like A-list celebrities, like Jennifer Aniston was talking about my season. And I remember being not where I thought I'd be. Like I looked in the mirror and I was like, you don't like this feeling. Like, remember this. Like, you want to go back to being grounded. You want to go back to like surrounding yourself with family and friends. And like, the noise is fun right now, but it's a lot, and it was bringing up a lot of anxiety for me. So I think it was really important for me to just like find things that I actually love to do and then do them really well and build a team around me that could help the longevity of like having a brand. Because when I came off The Bachelorette, it was really when social media was becoming like you could build a business.
Yeah, what year was that? That was
2015, 16.
Yeah, that was a good time for it though.
Great time.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got lucky there, and then I had a really great team that was like supporting all of the things that I wanted to do. And it wasn't like I didn't just go with any agency and then be like, let's all make money. It was more like, hey, I want to trust people. I want to build something important. I want to build community, and I want this to be like long-term.
How did you decide that? Because I think picking an agency is difficult because everyone's going to feed you the best possible outlook, you know?
Right. Yeah. I had a girlfriend who was in the industry before I had two girlfriends in the industry before I even went on the show.
Yeah.
And they really helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing.
Looking back, well, I guess was there one piece of advice or anything that was one of the best decisions you made? Because it seems like you've had a good relationships with everything you've done. It seems like you have leveraged it in a good way. Obviously, I'm sure there's plenty behind the scenes.
Yeah. Oh,
but
yeah.
Anything that like you look back on, you're like, wow, I'm pumped that I really did that.
I don't talk about it enough, but I got to be on Broadway in New York. And that was like,
I didn't know that.
And not many people do. It was a dream come true. The show absolutely flopped. It was, not my fault. They went bankrupt. Never my fault.
Right.
And, but it was a Christmas holiday special, and I got to go live in New York and be on Broadway every single day. And I was like, wow, that was a true dream. And of course, dancing, because my mom was a professional ballerina, and I grew up dancing. And so, is she making it hotter in here? Or is this just...
It goes up gradually,
okay.
Just don't think about it.
Okay. And so dancing is like a dream. So Broadway dancing, like that kind of stuff.
How was the schedule? So Katie, my wife, her brother is the lead on a couple Broadway shows, has been. Yeah, he's incredible. He's coming to Nashville, actually. He's traveling. Cool. And you should come to the show.
I would love to.
But the schedule seems grueling.
It was... I don't know how people do that, because I was only, there was always light at the end of the tunnel for me. I was just 6 to 8 weeks, and I got to experience and get out. I don't know how they do it.
Especially as a lead, I'm like, that looks exhausting.
Well, and if you do get a day off, it's like not like you want to go do stuff in the city. Like, you're like, I need to relax my voice. I need to like sleep and recover. And I don't know how they do it, because 2 shows Saturday, Sunday too. No.
Brutal.
That's hard.
Okay, so we're at the first question.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So as you, like I said, if you get this wrong, water goes on the rocks. For people who aren't sauna people, it gets much hotter in here.
I can't believe I have to get it right or wrong. Like, okay.
So you have a wine company.
Yeah.
When did you start that?
I started that mentally in my brain, I started it in 2016, and I think we made it happen in 2018.
And where's the name come from?
Spade and Sparrows. Okay, so it comes from the spade is the strongest suit in the deck, and my family and I always played cards all growing up. Yeah. And that was always my favorite suit for some reason, because my mom told me once that it was the strongest, and I was like, good, I like that.
Yeah.
And then sparrows, it's actually a swallow, but I thought it was a sparrow.
Close enough.
Yep. Whatever. Tomato. And
it's your perception.
It's the only bird that remembers how to fly home. And so every time I fly home, I drink wine with my mom, we play cards. And so I was just sitting in like a little hole in the wall in Napa Valley coming up with ideas. And I just wrote down like so many ideas. I wrote down like what my grandma used to call me, tattoos that I have, certain things. And I just started putting things together, and Spade and Sparrows stuck.
That's sick. All right. Speaking of, here's the first question.
My jewelry still?
How it's going to get hot. Here, slide this down. How many spades are there in a deck of cards?
I feel like this is a trick question.
It is not a trick question.
How many spades are in
deck of cards? How many total cards?
Okay. 14.
13.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right. So.
Oh yeah, you're right, and I was gonna say 13.
All right. So we're gonna get this going here.
So evil.
It's a delay. It's a delay, so it's gonna be bad in like 10 seconds. So just gonna.
Oh, I can't do it. Okay. It's okay.
You're okay. Just breathe it through. All right. So going back to the, I know
Well, how do you breathe?
you just kind of, it'll go away. It'll dissipate. What's the biggest misconception with The Bachelorette? Like knowing behind the scenes, because
That it's scripted.
it's all wrong.
Is that a trick question? Can we move on?
No. See, Sarah did the same thing, Sarah Blakely. She thought if I answer questions faster, this ends quicker.
That's what
but
I'm
going to
thinking.
keep
Okay.
going until the
Okay.
end. So it doesn't,
Okay.
you can answer slow.
Okay, got it. Okay. In fact, maybe I answer it slower because then the next
Take more
trivia
time.
question won't come as
That's
fast.
a good strategy.
It's burning. Everything's burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's scripted or that it's not real, but you feel a full range of like human emotions and
Yeah.
like it's crazy.
So, okay, moving on. So I was a guest on your podcast,
Yes.
Off the Vine. Welcome to Off the Vine podcast. I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe.
And I'm Todd Anderson.
Yes, highest downloaded podcast of all times.
All time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Rogan, 1 and 2.
1 and 2,
And then
yeah.
battle it out.
Yeah, we really are.
Same demographic.
Two
which
peas
is cool.
in a podcast.
Yeah. First off, it was awesome being on. But second, I feel like it's such a sweet podcast because the mix of guests you have.
Oh.
Well, one, and also I feel like you have a rare personality where you literally ask questions like you're at dinner and it's just like firing shots out. So it kind of keeps people off guard a little bit.
I like that. And
Yeah.
and sometimes if they're willing to drink some Spade and Sparrows wine, they
Even if
are
it's-
lubed up even more.
Yeah, and we did it at like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
That still was a thing.
Doesn't matter.
Which is cool.
Because you know what? That's who says it? Alan Jackson?
Yeah.
5
Maybe.
o'clock somewhere.
Oh, yeah, he does. Jimmy.
Jimmy Buffett.
All right, so we're 10 minutes in.
I believe I
We're
just
going to go to
ruined
question
that.
number
Okay,
2.
okay.
Okay.
Who sings? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes. Okay, so back to the wine thing. Which oldest to date, which country did wine originate in?
Which country wine originated in? I know people probably want to say Italy, but it was not.
I didn't ask which one it's not in, but go ahead. Let me know if you have your answer.
I'm gonna say Russia.
Russia.
No, just kidding.
No, you can't change.
France.
I'll give you one final answer.
France.
The final
Yeah.
answer. China. So the first, it was like I think it was like 8,000 BC was the first documented like fermented grapes. We'll do it.
You better ask some more. I'm dead.
You'll be all right. You're good. You're good. Take some water. Take some water. Ooh.
Ow!
But-
Ow! Ow!
Beat the Heat is brought to you by Element. Element is the #1 electrolyte powder and drink in the world. They just released their sparkling cans. I have one before every single show, and I've had some tough experiences in this sauna. You know, it gets really hot. We've had some tough guests, and you know, I felt like I didn't make it. Some near-death experiences. I don't know what was going to happen, but I knew Element had my back. And so if I feel like that in the most extreme circumstances, Element can help you feel better throughout the day. Having optimal electrolyte levels can help you feel better. They can help your brain work better. They can help you perform better, have more endurance, all of the above. And we've learned more and more throughout these studies that electrolytes are vital to health, wellness, and longevity. So go to drinklmnt.com/beattheheat to get a free sample pack with any purchase. That's drinklmnt.com/beattheheat so you can experience this life-saving nectar for yourself. You're gonna be fine. It goes away. It goes away.
Rude. What else?
Can't even think right now.
How do you do this? You
I do it a lot.
You have to last the 30 every time.
Well, the first one we had a little
Unless-
mishap with the temp, and I didn't make it. It was actually 20 degrees
think
hotter
there's a
than it
mishap
was.
in the
There's
temp right
mishap.
now.
I promise you, there's not. So I really wanted to talk to you something that seemed to be like really coming up on social media a lot,
Oh, I can't wait.
and it's constantly brought up to me when your name is mentioned,
Oh, God.
and it's your nail beds. There seems to be a lot of judgments.
It's the toenail beds.
Got it. Okay, toenails.
Yeah, there's like not enough bed there. The ratio of nail to toe isn't good for people.
What's the ideal ratio?
I think it's more like not so much nub, and I've got too much nub.
Do you have any coping techniques that you have to make, when people
Lean
come
in.
at you?
Lean in. Say, yeah.
Get ahead of the joke.
Yeah, get ahead of the joke. I'll be like, yeah, it's means that girls have tight vaginas.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest connection
Yeah.
to draw.
It's like all connected.
Good,
so.
good for you.
Yep.
Um,
How many minutes are we at?
we are probably
For
at
sure 30.
13.
Okay.
So Dancing with the Stars, I do feel like a lot of people view that as a stressful show.
Yep.
But
Very.
you love dancing.
I love it.
So was that like A to Z, just you loved every second of it?
No, it was so stressful. And I wanted to, I did cry almost every day. I would lay in the fetal position in my shower in so much pain.
Similar to this.
Yeah, this is worse.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I just feel like my body, I trained it for success so hard before I went. I went to physical therapy. I went to a trainer to lift heavy weights 3 times a week. I did
therapy.
I did inner child work. I did everything to prepare for this show. And I'm so hot. And I had torn muscles under my rib. I had one rib that was out of place. I had tendonitis in my ankle. I was doing MRIs. They were like, I think you might need to call it. And I was like, never.
Yeah.
And I kept going. But that's what I love competitive nature,
Yeah, and you crushed.
except for in a sauna.
Yeah. Do you have a trophy or anything? Do you get a trophy?
I got the Mirrorball. I keep it in my office, or if I'm in the bathroom, I take it there, or if I'm watching TV, it's there. So I'm surprised it wasn't in the room. It's my pride and joy.
How would you rank overall your reality TV experience? You have a lot.
Yep.
1 to 10. 10 being horrible.
Yeah.
1 being horrible, 10 being absolutely amazing. If you had to encapsulate everything into one ranking, what would it be at?
What do you mean?
Like your overall experience,
experience.
with reality TV. 10 being
Okay.
off the charts.
I would say like a hard 6.
Hard 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
A hard 6, maybe like close to a soft
6.63.
7.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the high point? Like when was there a moment where you stepped back and you're like, whoa?
Probably being on Broadway and winning the Mirrorball. I can't do it anymore.
You're good. You sure?
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm gonna throw up. One more question.
Okay. One more trivia
Yeah.
question? Wait, let me ask you one more regular question.
Okay.
Well, if you had to go back and change one thing, what would it be?
I would have tried to have a little more power over the producers and not been such a
Whatever.
tell me what to do. I would have been have a little more authority over my decisions and my words.
Do you ever regret it in the sense, because you're a hard 6, do you ever regret it in the sense of like, everyone knows your business. You've been through a lot.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of public stuff. Do you ever regret, like, just wish you could kind of like go away a little bit?
Yep. I do think I'm meant to be where I'm at. I do think I am meant to have done everything that I've done. But I feel like I'm not getting a thicker skin over the years. I'm getting softer and like craving more wholesomeness over like big
Yeah.
opportunities.
It's good. And was there ever a point where you actually considered leaving a show?
Yes.
Like legitimately walking out?
Dancing with the Stars, I really was close because I was like, I can't do this one more day. My body was literally
It's a
falling
good
apart.
message though. You said it's the high point, but also
One of my friends played in the NHL and he was like, this is NHL playoffs, Kaitlyn. You're in the game, baby. Pain is pain. You can get through it. And I was like, okay.
Speaking of NHL, here
Okay.
we go.
Oh, God.
How many Stanley Cups have been won? This is a two-part question. How many Stanley Cups have been won by Canadian teams in the NHL?
8.
Let me give you a multiple choice.
Okay.
That's not right. I'm going to give you that. A, 8. Not that one.
Okay.
B, 13. C, 39.
B.
D, 49.
B. 13.
No, wrong.
I'm out of here.
39.
Well,
Sure?
Yes, I can't. I'm literally
One
going to
more
vomit. Well, sure, but not.
Not true.
No.
Well, I got to do a little bit.
No, I can't. I literally am going to throw up.
Okay, you're good. Go ahead. Hit it. I don't want you to throw up.
I'm going to.
All right.
I have a fear around throwing up and fainting, and
Okay,
they're
go
both going
ahead.
to happen.
Don't fall. Put the microphone down. You're good.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, it's stuck.
Push.
Okay, no chance. How long was that?
That was 7 minutes.
No, you're lying. You're lying. How many minutes?
17.
17.
Okay. I love how I talk such a big game about being competitive, and then I'm like, let me out. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're like, I'm competitive until I'm not.
Oh my God.
Child's pose.
I'm unwell. Is this normal to feel this way?
Yeah.
Like it's okay that I feel like I'm gonna faint or throw up or.
Yeah, just don't.
I don't like you. Do people like you after this? Okay. Dude.
That's good.
Dude. I literally think if I tried to breathe in that hot air one more time. Has anyone puked?
No, handle's close, so.
I'm close. I'm really close.
How much would you have to get paid to go back in there? Do it right now one more time. You had to stay in 15 minutes.
At least 500,000.
Oh, wow. That's such a great. I thought you were going to say 500. I was like, that's not very much.
No. 500,000 at least minimum. That's like asking me if I would do The Bachelorette again.
So 300 grand. No go.
No.
How much to do?
450. Thank you. No.
How much to do The Bachelorette again?
1 mil.
1 million?
Actually, no. I would need 5.
I was going to say 1 seems like attainable.
Well, I would just do it so differently this time that 1 million, I'd be like, I wouldn't catch feelings. I'd only catch the flights.
Isn't that what every person says? That's like Ronnie from Jersey Shore.
Don't catch feelings, catch flights.
But then he's the one that caught feelings.
Is my phone ringing?
Yeah.
What an unprofessional I am. I feel like this is my most attractive look
Yeah.
I've ever had on a podcast.
1 to 10, how bad was it?
9.
9.
At the end, I would say, well, like I really didn't think, I thought I was going down. So yeah, 10 would be going down.
I thought you were okay for a minute, but then at the end I was like,
No, my heart rate is elevated.
yeah.
Like that.
There's electrolytes in that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay.
Just does good things with skin.
Yeah, salt.
Wow. Wow, guys. That is what I like to call a little form of a little bit.
Kaitlyn Bristowe, who do you want to see try and beat the heat next?
Okay, I am voting for Shannon Ford and James Middleton, or maybe they're the Middletons now, they just got married. Kristen Cavallari and we're gonna go with Haley Welch, aka Hawk Tula.